Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks. Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Buffalo Bills. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Quickly and get it to Diggs out wide. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle him.
Well, he's free going down the left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here we go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
You look at this Buffalo defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. On second down, it's Walker. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Now a play fake. Lance. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Able to slither by, and they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Allen now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Bills at 8-4 now in the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Allen now looks to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They're on the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. First down Seattle. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And look at this defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Walker. He gets away from one. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down. Hey, blue. Green cap. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Now it's Lockett. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to about the 22 here. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's 2nd and 3. On the option, running left is Lance. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Stop. Hey, tight. All 52.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Middle. Alert! Half. Half 10.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, 47 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Tyler Lockett. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down, Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On first down, Allen. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll end up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That one tipped and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. That's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Regular, gun.
To the air, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, tight. All 52. Sunday.
Now Allen again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
Half 85. Middle. Look out.
Allen going to throw. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. Real quick. Yellow.
A final shot before half for Lance. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
He'll find Metcalf. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Red, cycle. 10 cycle. Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Alert! What's that?
To throw, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Bills. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Give to Cook out of the gun. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for for Seattle. 52 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Set, go. Strike, check, strike. Hey, go Fury. Ready.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Getting the ball is Cook running left.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
56, 56. Middle. Regular.
Now Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he's brought down. A gutsy call. It turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
What a nice burst there as they'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 77 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Dawson Knox, 28 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. This game wasn't tied for long. How about that? A big return here in the fourth.
And this is that time of game where every big play is magnified. Fourth quarter, kick return for a touchdown. You've got to feel great about your chances at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they regain the lead. Now we'll see if they can hold it. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Well, here's a good way to kick off the drive. Complete over the middle. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Allen setting up the screen for Cook. And fights through one man. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive.
Fights through, and now a crease. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Back to Walker on 1st down. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
And Walker once more.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? Have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Bills 35. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Alert, alert, alert! Alert!
Now Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll get out of bounds, so that stops the clock. Is on one play. They're up close to midfield.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Half 85, half 85. Middle. Alert!
To throw is Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Ready? On the ball. Ready?
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses,